Hello and welcome back to Michael Bricks, and upon some request I've decided to do a tutorial on my perfect question mark ATRT mock. Now surprisingly some people didn't even argue that this had some flaws, which I also expected it to be a little more popular than it was, but whatever, it's fine. So I'm not gonna do like a step by step tutorial, so like not every single piece, because most of these pieces I only have once or twice. As you can see, some I've just changed the pieces because I don't have them. I will say when I don't have when a piece should be a different color than it is. You can also change the colors obviously to match the file first HRT. I didn't have any blue pieces, so I'm even happy that I have the dark gray pieces. But yeah, you can definitely change that. And yeah, I'm just gonna take apart this and just show you. Hopefully you can build it from what I'm giving you. If you want more images, you can always DM me on Discord or add me and ask me if you want to know a certain part because I didn't show it well enough. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna start with the legs, because there's nothing else to start with. Let me just take this apart if I can. Okay, there we go. So yeah, the legs are fairly simple. So you can see I just used this there. Just, you know, the legs are the feet are pretty simple. I just added this stud here so that it won't, if I take this stud away, I guess it looks better depending on your perspective, but this might happen. So if like press too much, then it might go inwards, and that doesn't look great. So you have to always adjust it. If you have a strong enough connection, then I guess it's fine. But I don't really recommend it that much. That's why I used a stud to hold it together. But you can do whatever you want. This is technically a little building technique. There should be another stud, but a friend of mine told me I should make the feet smaller. The feet, by the way, I haven't found something that could make them smaller. One issue I do have is that the limb is too far away from the front, so it's too far back. So it's not 100% perfect. As I said, there's some limitations that I had to work with. So I decided either I make the feet too small or too big, and I made them too big because it held the balance of the top part perfectly. So yeah, as you can see, that's how I built it there. By the way, you can also check out the original builders to try to build it together from their perspective, because they might give a little bit more information on it. This is just a 1x1 stud. I mean plate, sorry, plate. 1x1 plate. Yeah. Oh, and this here, yeah, this is supposed to be a different color. I just didn't have it, so yeah. This is the important part, because this is difficult. This is crucial to make your minifigures fit correctly. This top part here. As you can see, these pieces are just barely put on, so there's like almost no space for them to be on either side. I think this one's a little bit more tighter. I think yeah, this one has a little bit more space. I don't think so actually. But yeah, this has to be apart so you can put the legs together. If you, I guess I put them so far apart because the legs will look awkward because of the huge feet. They look odd. That's why I put them on the sides here. As you can see, I'm pushing them to the side so they're farther apart, so it looks like the proportions are correct. And I also push them up top farther so the proportions are correct. For here, you'd have to take away the legs and just add a 1x2 up here. And the connection for the upper part is just this piece here. So I hope that was enough for the legs. Let's move on to the top part. So yeah, I'm gonna make this into 2 sections. This front and the back. The front is like really difficult. So yeah. First of all, this is pretty simple, I think. Just a 1x1 plate, round plate with a stud and a hole in the stud, so you can put this rod in and just barely fill it up, and then have enough space for this. And you can see it's difficult to put on. It's definitely not, it's just gonna fall off easily if it doesn't have a good connection, so I have to press it in there. Maybe even, I don't know, maybe this pin could break, but it fits on there perfectly. Also, this should be gray, or yeah, also the whole thing should technically be gray, but whatever. So this is gonna be difficult to take apart, because this is the main reason why I didn't do the step-by-step build, is because I have no idea how much to do this. If I take it apart, I might be afraid that I never managed to build it again, but I'm taking it apart now. I think this, how do I take this up? Okay, there we go. So, hope this is visible. So, yeah. That's just a basic build here. And I put this so it fills up a little more of the back. So when you look at it, it doesn't look so empty here. If this were empty, it just look odd. Now this is the part where you should maybe go to BrickDense build, because maybe you should check that out. As you can see, I just added this here. Same thing with the other side right here. So okay, this is gonna be difficult. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take a 4 long rod, not a 3 long rod as it is in BrickDense tutorial, and you're gonna use this piece, of course, because it goes longer, so it just looks better. It fills up more space. You're gonna take this brick piece here and this 1x3 tile, and you're gonna put it here in the, I don't know what you call it, inner stud, I guess. And you put that in there. And I'm doing this because it just makes this look smoother than if I put it way down here. And also the gun doesn't get covered up as much, because in the reference photos there's like this little opening where you can see the round part, so that fits better. Also, this part is, again, you have to adjust this part. This is a 1x1 that has a hole inside, just like in the turrets or whatever. This is where it gets tricky. So you're gonna have to adjust this part by the positioning of these. So you put these on. Hang on, I'd first have to, there we go. You put these on. Oh, and by the way, when you put these on, you have to make them a little bit lower, so they go under the thing. I know my wording is terrible. So same thing here. Just clip it right under it. So there we go. And just push it up so it looks fairly straight. And as you can see, when you compare it to a reference image, there's the round part I was talking about. It just makes it look smoother. And yeah, you have to push this up now, just as much as the clip will go. If this part won't go farther up, leave it. That's how it's supposed to be. And you just add the torrent here. So yeah. By the way, the torrent, if there was a piece that would be shorter than this, if Simply Lego does a 2 long bar, that's what you should use, because it is not this long. The torrent is not this long. But moving on to this driver's seat part. The whole video actually got pushed back by 1 day because I didn't find a name for this whole section of the build. Like, what is this? Is this a cockpit seating area? I don't know. Nobody could really give me an answer I was satisfied with, but anyways, this is the part, this is one part you should really be careful with, because this is actually a modified piece. So this is cut shorter so it doesn't stick out. Now, easy fix, just use a normal one, and when you put it in, just use a normal 1x3 rod instead of this piece. I just use this piece because it looks better. Yeah, I technically modified it, but you know, it still works. You can just use a long bar. It just makes it look a tiny bit better. It's okay. if you don't use it. It doesn't make the build worse. So yeah, this is a, I have actually no idea what this is. Is this a 3 long bar or a 4 long bar? I have to get my bar length. Oh, I think this is a 3 long bar. Yeah, I think this is a 3 long bar. This is definitely a 3 long bar. If it's a 4 long, that can't be possible because it can't go through this piece. So it's a 3 long bar. And let me take this off. These are the pretty simple pouch builds. Let me take this off. So this is a one with 2 sides. This is one with 2 sides. So you just push it through all the way to the end, and you put this one 90 degrees off. This build is also fairly simple. You just take a 1x2 plate, put this on, add this part, and then you add this on top. And you have to press it down. You have to find a piece that works well with this because it's really difficult to make it stick. I'm happy I found a solution to this because it really looks great. And yeah, also for the figure, as I mentioned before, a 1x2, you have to put that there and push it back like this, I think. Also, this part here, you should adjust that to how far this goes in. So when you push this in, depending on how far this goes, that's how far this should be. Because the farther, the better it is for the minifigure. This could even go farther forward, as you can see, but it just wouldn't work. So hang on, the hand should be further up. So yeah, that's I think everything you need to know, really. Yeah, just straighten this up. A 3 long and a 4 long bar here. Add the pouches on either side. Also, don't add anything here because I think you could technically add a 1x2 stud, but I think it looks better. It gives it some depth. Literally. And yeah, again, just have this connect right here. And this also technically should not fit in, but it does fit in because there's a 1x2 with a hole in it. You just put that on and you just press on it. See, it technically hits the stud, or actually it doesn't. Wait, does it? Oh, does it? I don't think it does. Huh, but yeah, just press it all the way down. Adjust the pouches, also the legs, adjust them too. And here for free legs, to make it look good, just pull them as back as possible, or just when they touch the body. So when they touch the body, that's how you want to have them. Right there. Also, the adjusting of the legs is pretty. Oh, there you can see it's a little off. To push it down a little bit more. There we go. I think that solved it. A little bit more. There you go. So for the legs, this looks really awkward for some reason. I don't know. Should I? Oh, this is probably this part just. But yeah, for the legs, it's pretty simple to adjust them. Just have them both together right there. Have them correct there. Or a simple way is just to push it all the way down. That's why I added this piece, to have them stay in that position, to not make them move around too much. And yeah, let's see. Adjusty. Here, okay. And now just press the legs down and just pull this up. There. Also, something you'd maybe have to do is press down on the legs because this part moves. So you have to press it all the way down maybe. There. Okay. Worked. So yeah, this is the finished model. Again, I'm sorry that I couldn't do it like a step-by-step, but it was just really difficult with how many parts this has and how many I only have once. But yeah, that was the tutorial. I hope this helped you. If you will use this mod, you can use it. Just give credit to me for the model and to the original creators as well, because this did take a long while. I'm really happy that I achieved the end result. Oh yeah, I have to push this forward. There we go. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash like and subscribe and hit the bell for notification. Bye bye.